Why is it that you have so many plans, you have so many ambitions, you have so many amazing ideas, and yet you still stay the same? You know exactly what you want. You know the future that you want. You talk about it constantly, and yet when it's time for you to finally move, you freeze. What if I told you what's holding you back? It's not laziness, maybe it's fear. Fear so deeply learned that you don't even realize it's there. Assalamu alaikum, my name is Firdaus. In today's video, I want to talk about fear. What's holding you back is mostly fear. So, the first thing is that fear is inherited because during childhood, most of the time, every mistake that you make is always met with criticism. You grow up thinking that making mistakes is bad and failing is also bad. Some people their brain is psychologically wired that failure is tied to their self-worth and their ego. And that's why every single time you fail, you feel embarrassed and you feel ashamed. Like you think that you're worthless because you made a mistake. That's why you need to let go of shame. It's not because that you're afraid because you failed. It's because you afraid of people judging you like, oh, you failed, like you're stupid and this and that. And that's how you feel so much shame and so much embarrassment. So you need to let go of that shame. I have tried so many business models on the past year, and each and every one of them failed miserably. I felt so much shame and so much embarrassment. I stayed stuck in my shame for a full year. When I finally detached my self worth from my mistakes, that is when I was finally able to start a new chapter. That is when I was finally able to begin again. I now view failing as learning. I view failing as having information, having redirection, because that's how science always have revolutionized the world. It's by trying something, making a mistake, collecting data, and then trying again. So, if you're a person who's afraid of failing and afraid of trying something, you will never get anywhere in life. Like, that is something that you need to realize. And also, most of the time, you're afraid to let go of something. Whenever I failed in a business model, I had to let go of that and I had to move on from it and then try something new. And for you to let go, you need to admit that, okay, this does not work. This have failed and I need to try something else. I need to try something new. If you're always afraid of trying something new, you'll never have better things in your life because better things enter your life when you have the courage to try new things, when you have the courage to move on, when you're not stuck in this fear of failing, because that's how you learn more about yourself. That's how you follow the dreams that you need to follow. That's how you meet new amazing people. And every single time you listen to a successful person's story, like they're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I did this and after a few years I succeeded. It's like, I tried this and I failed. I tried that and I failed. I tried this and I failed. And maybe it's like the 50th or the 90th attempt, it's when they finally succeeded. And because every single time you failed at something, you gathered that information, you gathered all that lesson from something that you learned, and then you're able to try it with a new thing. Whenever you let go of that fear, you become so free. Because if you're someone who's attached everything with fear, like going out to a new place, going to a new country, trying a new business model, trying to like do anything in your life, you'll always be like, okay, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if I fail? But what if I like make a mistake and this and that? It's like it doesn't matter. That is life. Life is trying things, failing, and that's how you learn. You need to learn to move on. You need to learn to let go. You need to let go of that shame of being wrong. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. You're not an angel, you're a human being. I'm not going to tell you to let go of fear. You know, there's so many things that I'm afraid of. I was feeling afraid of starting this new YouTube channel, but take that fear with you and do it anyway. Don't try to force yourself to let go of the fear. Take the fear and take it with you and do the things that you want to do anyway. Because when you do it, you realize, like, oh, I'm not going to die. Like, oh, I'm okay. This is okay. Let me try new things. Let me try this. Let me try that. That's how you explore so many new things in this world. And that's how you explore so many new things about yourself as well. And that's how you learn. I feel like I've rambled on for like, I don't know, fucking 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you realized something, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.